Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC as we're heading into a new trading week. So MATIC seems to be getting that pullback that we wanted to see. We talk about that in this video. We see a pullback that emerged from the recent high, and we want to talk about the micro support levels, but also possible alternatives as we're heading into that support area quite rapidly. Seems to be a bit of an altcoin sell-off today, but it does not mean that the overall trend changes, even if micro support breaks. So we are going to take a look at that. I rather see any dips back into the support area at the moment as potentials to maybe add to positions. But let's talk about the structure, support levels to watch, and so on. So at the moment, we still see MATIC as a potential 5-wave pattern to the upside here, obviously into the December highs. We talked about that. 3-wave pullback into support. That was a little short. Okay, so I mentioned that before. That was a little short. Ideally, I would have liked to see it come down to maybe around about 66 cents, but acceptable. All right. I just mention it because, I mean, if it comes down once more, then it's likely going to grab the 66-cent level next. And maybe before we talk about the micro count, let's talk about the potentials here on the larger time frame. Bear in mind that wave 2s are often there to scare people and scare investors and traders. So the idea is that this is a wave 2 that possibly finished. So that's my main thesis on this time frame. Okay, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, the main thesis is that the wave 2 already bottomed. It reached our main support area, turned around in a potential 5-wave move, and yeah, we could now be in this third wave to the upside that should take us to $2.12 plus. But obviously the market needs to follow through. Which is fine. It's done nothing that would at the moment be in any way, that would tell us it wouldn't do that. Okay, so it's basically forming a nice structure to the upside. The good news is we have a good foundation. So even if micro support levels break, we still are simply falling back into the larger support zone, and support in the larger support zone goes down to 58 cents. Which means that in an alternative perspective, if micro support levels break, that's why we follow them to understand which one is going to unfold. Okay, which one is in control at the moment. That's why we follow the micro counts, because if micro counts break or microstructures break, it doesn't mean that the trend changes. It just means that, okay, we have to take a step back, reevaluate the chart, and come to the conclusion that probably wave 2 is still unfolding, which means that the trend is still up overall, and the chart has a chance still to rally, but would be delayed. So in the primary scenario at the moment on this chart, wave 2 bottomed here on the 23rd of January, and we're moving up in wave 3 now. And we talk about the microstructure in a minute. In an alternative perspective, we are still in wave 2, and the support levels that have to be considered then are 66 cents and 58. And here we are dealing with a situation then that this was probably a WX, and we're now in a Y wave of wave 2, okay? And then this would be an A wave, which would be an explanation why this was a little bit short. And this here would be some kind of a B wave, and we're coming down in a C wave. So WXY, absolutely fine, normal correction. Okay, this would only be invalidated with a break above the 95-96 cent level. So that's what I mean. I would rather see any deeper pullback into support, possibly as another opportunity to add. Always bear in mind that wave 2s are there to scare investors and traders. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the 1-hour chart, and here we can see quite a bullish structure, but of course it needs to hold to maintain the upside follow through. We have a 5-wave move to the upside into the January highs, into the 31st of January high, 3-wave pullback into this support. So that generated already a profitable trade because it did lead us higher. We can debate if the wave 1 then of the next move up was here or here. I rather keep the support area a little lower, give it a little bit more space. And we have a nice 3-wave pullback. I'm on high alert if this becomes 5 waves down and 3 waves up, okay, instead of 5 waves down to finish off the C wave here and 5 up, then it's likely going to be an extension to the downside. All right, so in addition to that, a break below 78 cents, which is the micro support, would significantly increase the likelihood that we are coming down in wave 2. However, I mentioned before that this is a good foundation for a breakout, because first of all, we could even explore if this wave 2 is still unfolding. Yeah. So again, there are many options here or many micro support levels that the price could use. It's important to understand that they are at the moment all bullish, and that will only change below 58 cents. And it's worth to know what are the lines in the sand. So 78 cents will make the immediate bullish follow through less likely, but then the micro yellow or the smaller yellow box will become relevant with key support at, where are we, 72 cents. Only below that level, 66 comes into focus. So hopefully that helps you. I mean, we have a bullish foundation here. We have a good foundation for upside follow through. At the moment on the micro level, we're getting that pullback we wanted to see, also in the direction of that target or support area. That's all working out nicely. And I just give you at the moment the parameters to watch to see if the market can react here and could then start a third wave rally. That's my update about MATIC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.